breakthrough. And I am here for you, okay? iCHANNLE. Having said that, babes, it's impossible in the daytime. It's almost impossible. It's almost impossible. It's don't worry. Don't worry. See, there is a code that is that has been established here that's not human. That's all. See, if you know you're in prison, there is a humanitarian code that establishes, but nobody knows they're in prison yet. Did you watch my last plAnET, my last sci-fi movie? Well, here's part 2, I guess. See, I don't control. See, you're under full control here because you're in a prison plAnET, and it's just part of the thing where it's better to be anesthetized because you don't know the truth about anything, about what's really going on. But some people here are we're going to activate. You see, Pluto. There's so much to talk about. See, I'm a meditator, and that's the way you begin to refine what to talk about is you meditate. Come on. Do you hear the videos I'm putting up? Please like my videos now. I know what I'm doing here. I've been an artist all my life. I'm an artist. Yep. And there's probably a certain name for my artistry, but you can see that I play music easily. I can shock you with some of the things I can pull out of you just when you view, if you pay attention a little bit. If you like music, then you're going to be amazed. I amaze myself. See, this is the thing: is when you are when you begin to activate into your real life, your whole other life is going to go away. The one that they have made for you in the prison plAnET. I know what I'm talking about. See, I happen to know exactly where I am. Yeah, I do. I do. And I'm going through. See, I've been trying to expose to you our language system. I am going through something. I'm in Aries, rising at 6 degrees, and the Aries part of the organism is waking. It will not put up with a toxic situation for very long, and it makes a breakthrough. There's the sign of the. It rules the head. It's what comes out first when you have a birth, and my pineal gland has been so activated. I guess it's over this conjunction with the Mars and the Uranus, and I'm here to tell you, please, get rid of your programming. Find some kind of higher learning tool, and we have a higher learning tool here. The planet Earth is. You want to put yourself into Mother Nature, Virgin Nature. You want to find a plant, even. You see, ultimately, you can cultivate your inner sanctuary because you are. I was about to say you are outer space, but no, you are inner space. Okay, I'm going to bring you information over the expanse of the next course of the next half of my life, that it's going to come together over the next 20 years. Over the next 20 years is going to be a result of, well, they call it the awakening, right? The people in the 60s, like, we already done that. That's been forever that's happening. No, it's actually kind of gradual. And if you knew the time scale that intergalactic alliances can operate on, 250 years is very short. That's probably a day for them or something. What I see coming through the English alphabet, I wish I can tell you. But what it's geared to do, if you knew, and I think it's probably now, it's probably something that no, everybody can get it, everybody can learn it. Some of it, you don't have to learn it all. You don't see there is rocket science, man, or they call it rocket science. You don't want to know any of that. There isn't a material world here, really. No, what I mean is, it's what's here is trash. Where's your jewelry? You got to go hawk it off every well. If you could, yeah. You're in prison here, by the way, and you don't. This here, there's a in prison. If you knew how it was, is there are prisons on this planet you can go in there and see. My uncle is somebody who stayed in his life is just sad. Not sad, but he's probably an intergalactic general too, or something, because he was Aquarius, and he would begin to speak of the things that are going on. He just spoke about it. He said no, and he wrote an article that was amazing about the faction of people. He was concerned about the illegalization of the so-called street drugs, but really it's the natural drugs. But he didn't know that far. But he was really getting into something there, and mainly the destruction of the relationship between the doctor and the patient. And I'm going to stop here. Okay. There is a humanitarian code that human beings form a code inside of the prisons that they go into. It ends up that it's beyond the guards' ability they don't do this. They don't give them their rules. The people do it. One of them is that they automatically kill a pedophile that comes in, or a sexual offender. Mainly because those people are screwing up a lot of shit, the way that they are perverted and selfish and whatever's going on with them. And so you just eliminate that. They're kind of like, it's like what chickens do. It's like, oh, is that one sick? Really? Oh, and they kind of keep looking at it, and they keep looking at it. And it's like, yeah, oh, fuck, you better shape up, man. You better heal up and gaze, because you will die. Birds don't let illness and shit hang around. And we gotta learn from them, I think. Anyway, getting back to the humanitarian code that forms inside of a prison. They look out for each other. They feed each other because they know they're in prison. They'll look over and say, oh, did that one over there get enough food? We have our fucking prison food already. It's being served to us through a box. See, some people don't like the food. Some people actually go there and fatten up, right? Because it's so reversed and opposite. They are putting a lot of humane beings in prison. Ask Jesus Christ over there. Did they try to put you in prison? No, I'm very inhumane. What do you mean? I'm confused now. We're going to get back to the story. Sometimes when I get over there, I get confused. It's time for me to shut down. It's about 9 o'clock. The airwaves are, and I've done so much work. I'm here to tell you. I was trying to tell you. Don't worry. You're inside of a technological prison. It's probably not even. I mean, whatever you think is a planet, it's fine. But we are looking into this more and more. The entire universe is probably a technological thing, of course. But it's. I didn't just say that it's just chugging along. We're figuring out like what to use a crystal for. We're just now we're making progress. No, we're not. Hans, stay tuned, okay, please. And I'm asking you also, because you're there. We're looking at it like this. There's the control system that's stuck here, and what happens is that, see, there's intergalactic monitor. This thing right here, it's a monitor, and then there's also a screen. See, and they have, that your camera is on, even if it's possible that if they stage that your battery has died. There's just cameras laying around everywhere, and they're looking. They, you know, um, You have to start using your imagination better. I'm just here to tell you, and it does come from people that like me, or you're going to watch something, but really you need to see the most interesting thing to me, really, I don't know about you, but when you start hearing people speak of things and they start causing what is called resonation. Now, I wanted to talk to you. I know I might be all over the place, but daytime, I've been, there's a lot more that we're going to keep doing here, Hans. So the vowel, Y, it's a vowel. I'm being exposed to something very intense as far as this technologically advanced um, situation that we're in, as far as it's here, and to get out of prison, you have to look directly in to the fact that you are in prison, and then you can start to get out of prison. What I mean is you start unraveling how the I am an Aries rising, and I was trying to tell you, the terminology racking your brain. Rack your brain, please. Get your Aries on. You're a technological advancement. The way that we pick up information, like, okay, now if you look at the horse, shoe, shark, or dolphins, or other things like that, see, they have, they're doing EMF waves like crazy. They, they do sonar. They are in a vibrational, a world of energy, frequency, and vibration, but we are too. We're not any different. Our whole skeletal system is it's like an antenna. That's why when you fast and you fast and you fast, see, I have been put on the fast regiment. God controls me. I am an instrument from I'm dialing in on what's happening here, babes, and they have activated the spiritual war. Benevolence has done this. Um, I can't say it like that, but there is activation happening. It comes out of the cosmos. The cosmos is not a random fucking event of things. It's highly technological. Highly. Every bit of it. Babe, we have, okay, just you have dust, but then you can have nanoparticulate matter that is highly technological. And when that starts to happen, like, okay, so the planet Saturn, and anyway, you guys, what's happening is that I'm an Aries rising. I'm an Aries, the part of the organism that says, wait a minute, I hear something, let's go. And it's a fucking first responder. And a lot of times I'm like, wait a minute, just keep going. And really, you start to learn, but now I'm getting the visual of like, well, actually, you kind of conk your head first and you go, what was that? Well, well, that's just the way it is. We are human beings. We're not we're not horse head. Hammerhead sharks or dolphins, but we are. We have a skeletal system. I was trying to tell you that when you fast and you bring your body weight down, you're not so insulated from the cosmic rays and everything. But you see, now a lot of people say, "Oh God, you don't want to do that." A lot of people, when you hear, see, when you're a super sensitive empath, you get into there's remote viewers, there's telepaths, there's just the technology that you're working with that is electrical and magnetic, right? It's electromagnetic field. You can we have X-ray ability. I mean, we have MRI capability, of course, yes. Um, the woman that goes and has ended up going and looking into people's bodies. The way that they've healed people before with things is not with the surgical crap that's happening in this present planet Earth. You do it through just your own powers that you have. How do you like sci-fi now? You need to know something. The way that it works, babes, is you hit your head a little bit, you're a little bit hard on it, but then you soften up and you start seeing, you're psychologically adjusting, you're getting prepared. You're just getting prepared. We are getting prepared. Some people are getting diced up and shat on and everything, but see, I'm here to tell you that we cannot do that anymore. See, now you need to understand something if you don't understand anything at all. Understand this. There's that screening system that's trapped here, and they keep hijacking every bit of the technology that can ever happen, really. That they taint the higher learning tools the way that we would get out of prison. As you know, the music. Why are we playing music? Does anybody question that? Question it? What is it? It's a higher learning tool. Music is math. You need to learn music to understand how the universe works. You don't go and shake your ass around with Madonna's fucking fishnet hanging at 70 years old or something. Remove those singers, please. It can be an insult unless you really know how to use your voice. Uh, the, what I mean is that are you musical? Because you turn your voice into a musical instrument. That's one of the hardest ones to play. I'm here to tell you that every bit. This is so staggering here, but there's a way to make a breakthrough. Yep. And the Aries part of the organism is going to do it for us. We are the first responders, most likely we're like the most healthy if you ever look at us at it. I'm not even talking about like people and egos. I'm looking at technology. I'm being downloaded with so much, and I want to tell you about the symbol. It's a symbol, the Y. The symbol is a conduit. There's a see, and I'm getting downloaded with so much, and it gives me the chills because when you get the chills and you start getting healed in such a way because why? Because you're to the truth, and it doesn't matter what you're going through, you're going to be restored completely. That's the promise. Oh, the reason why the Y is in the middle of and I don't really want to look at this very much right now, but it's in the middle of the keyboard, okay? It's because, by the way, the Y is a vowel. You don't know that, but you have to figure it out. I figured it out. Listen to it. Why? Why? It brings in everything. It's a conduit. God. Okay. The reason why I'm freaking out is because I'm not talking here. I'm looking at the way that creation, the technology behind it, is doing it. It's easy here, babes, and if you can make a breakthrough, you can have the universe. You do not have to fear death. You don't get sick. You're not getting old. Right? 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 That's the promise. I happen to think that we can experience it in this lifetime. We are going to. People are going to be like, "Oh God, really?" And it might look so weird to some people. I don't know. See, on Prison Planet Earth, they hijack that and they can set bombs off and stuff. See, now the way that this is a weird subject matter coming up right now. The way that you know that it's benevolence that sets bombs off in weaponry, it's kind of harmless to the environment. It will restore itself really well. Actually, it restores better. Fires, perhaps, they're good for you. That's a natural thing going on anyway. But no, this fire is just a result. But it's here for a reason. It cleanses things. It does. So I am feeling this. See, I'm a channeler. And in order to do that, you have to be turned into an antenna. And your skeletal system is very much an antenna. And when you fast, you're going to get into your real life because it's not what they've programmed you up here to be. It's exciting, because I'm moving into my next half of my life, which is like the uncertainty of it is very real. I am humanity. Hello, how are you? Can you say that? Say it to yourself. Can you say that to yourself? Really? I am humanity. How do you get there? You bust through so many illusions. Yeah. Um, like your mother and father and stuff like that. No, you're just an organism here. You don't know where you are. You really don't. But you can know. It's more interesting than all of your sci-fi movies put together. In fact, that's how they kind of draw off of it. And they set it in front of your face. Who they? Oh, they're the trapped here. They'll set it in front of your face and say, "What do you think?" But see, the occupation that does the screens, there's screen and then there's the monitor. They screen this and see have you ever seen that damn movie? I don't really watch it much, but there's the War Games movie. Look up the War Games with that guy that played Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And these are really old movies, by the way, right? And it's like this movie where the computer in the middle of the night, it kind of turns on, and the guy goes, "What's up? Um, What's up?" And he says, "Hi, shall we play a game?" And then it goes into this weird stuff about nuclear warfare, and you watch it, and it's like, well, they could be twisting your mind out of. They don't want you to know what's about to happen next, and of course you can, um, because there's free energy already. They can create it to where these things never turn off. You think you're throwing them away over here, and they're just placing. mm, Um, I don't want to call it monitor, but screens around. Because it's whose security system is it, Huns? Huh? See, that's what I trip out about Trump, Donald Trump, because the last presidency he was laying out on the table. And I think they're intergalactically. This is the policy wartime. You just have to say no. Do you want your Do you want to be able to remain silent? You want to take your right to remain silent because you use these cameras to do that. You see, when I write on FB, and I say, fucking, and this fucking shit, and you don't see me, it's like a whole different, isn't it very different? There's some people that may have been on my Facebook for a while, and then they finally found my YouTube page, and they're like, oh, oh. And it gets like that really trippy when you start being present with people in 3D and finding out, like, well, how are they? How are they? Not who are they? How are they? It happens to me around here. I mean, I think I kind of have to do it again, but I won't do it with the kind of people that I've been doing it with. But I did with them enough. See, I sat in as a musician, and then I would play, and I'm doing it just off the brow. I should stop doing this and really practice with them, and they should practice with me. Hey, what? Imagine that. I'm very critical of that, but because it's always off the brow. You don't know music unless it's played live by mystics that bring you into the now, and they start to do something. It's channeling. So, but anyway, these people that play Billy Crystal and Billy Joel and all that crap, and it's like, yeah, whatever, okay, interesting. So what happens is I go there, I'm a guitar soloist. That's a lot of people need to fill in. I will fill in the drums if you need it. I will fill in the bass if you need it. I will fill in the keyboard if you need it. I would love to fill in voice nowadays. It's like, really? I don't have to drag any of this shit around? Cool. No, just go. Sorry. Let me get back to. Sorry, God, thank God for editing. But really, look now, away from Facebook. Did you know that part of me right after I said, you know what? God damn it, Sigmund. Hi, how are you today? You watch TV over there for hours, and then you'll just turn somebody like me off. Okay, yeah, really. I was trying to tell you something just now. Um, and I think I'm done. I'm glad I got out what I got out. And see, a channeler doesn't really understand at first what's happening, and I was just trying to tell you about that skeletal system, and then and your you can please rack your brains. Please get your rack on. Rack them brains, baby. I'm racking them right in front of your face. I'm gonna rack your brain, honey. I'm gonna rack it. You have a rack, don't you? That's your skeleton. Can you please turn yourself on?